Yeah. Mhm.
To install the software, you want to make the changes. Everything will be performing by the Windows very easily. But whereas there only we are getting the lot of the issues. What are the issues? For example, at the time of copying, at the time of executioning, okay, maybe unauthorized access, or since it is a you don't want to be having knowledge on anything. For example, if you want to install the one VLCC player, basic understanding of Windows user is more than enough. You can install the things like double click, next, 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 right?
Mm.
So that is a basic means knowledge is the secondary. Minimum information or common information is more than enough to execute the things, right? So that
Yeah.
is also one of the major factor. For example, in your project, let it be you are one of the senior guy. There is a one junior guy is joined the particular project. You and he, both of them have the same access. Okay. Since you are the
Mhm.
senior guy, you would have the understanding of what is the sensitivity of issue. Means do's and don'ts, what are the primary things, and what I need to do it, what I'm not supposed to do it. But
Mhm.
from the perspective of the new user, everything is quite common, right? Okay, so
Yeah.
restarting of the Apache or restarting of IS admin service or whatever it may be, everything is quite common. Means the sensitivity probably he is not aware of that because he is not technically and functionally also that much of not capable. But
Mm.
what is a major factor? You both of them having the access. With his access, he can do like here and there. Nothing but maybe with half knowledge also he can do the work on the things that will impact your production. Right. So in
Yeah.
these cases, how we are going to sort it out? The things will be going to be sorted out in such a way that we have to be controlling of authorization. That is the reason only. Okay, we brought up the active directories. Okay, in Windows also. Windows also they brought up the some of the controlling mechanism. Okay, those are set of the things. But still, graphical user is always say easily we can adaptable. That is one of major thing. Means your mind is not needed, your eyes is more than enough to run the show. Whether you are getting the faults or success, whatever may be. So to overcome this one, okay, so there is a one more mechanism is there, Unix. Unix is a one of basic operating system. Okay, it is created at into the AT&T Bell Laboratories. The Unix is majorly focusing on security. So if you can see that in you being a Windows users, anytime if you install any player, any software, so operating system will push you to restart your operating system, right? That is a become a one of the mandatory item, right? That is you
Mhm.
cannot skip it. For example, right now you are holding of like a Flipkart.com, Amazon.com. So being your company, so you executed one Pongal offer or Dasara, you executed some sales. Due to the some of the updates, the server is prompting you to restart the server and do the patching. Okay, but the problem
Mhm.
here is that you are a middle of sale, right? You are a middle of sale, you cannot perform the anything, right? So restarting of managing and restarting. after only you are getting the services is one of the problematic area. So Windows we cannot run that show without restarting. Secondary thing is that securities nothing but without antivirus we cannot run the anything, right?
Yes.
Antivirus is a very mandatory aspect when coming to the Windows mechanism, right? Compulsory you need to have the antivirus, you need to run the scans, you need to perform the things, you need to do the validation. Means third party software is a mandatory. Though you are having Windows Defender also, right? Why you are using Avast, McAfee, these and all? Because
Mm.
additional security, right? It means these are the one of the thing. And the major thing is that Windows is not a free. You have to pay, right?
Mm.
Windows operating system, you have to pay the some amount. You need to get a license, then only you will get a image to install for the some sort of the period, right? Earlier, some days of the
Yes.
time, you will get some proxy CDs and all, but nowadays everything is a you have to download and you have to perform. That is going to be problematic. Let it be. Just think of that. You have a one startup. Okay, let it be 110 members, 12 members of team. Your requirement is that let it be you have some kind of courier office or something. Okay, your requirement is that you need to fetch the data, you need to update the data, how many couriers are going, how many couriers are coming, just tracking purpose, updating purpose, whatever may be the methodology. So you since you have a startup, your budget also very little bit only, right? As per the your need.
Yes.
Okay. So for example, if 1 rupee less also, that will help you for your tea and bread, right? So you are
Mm.
thinking in that way, nothing but we are trying to save the expenses, cut down the expenses, and leave it about the profits. At least cut downing of expenses also it is a kind of profit only, right? That is the way
Mm.
usually everyone thinking, and when especially coming to the startups, they will be thinking this one into the as a primary aspect. Okay, but 12 members of your team need a laptops. You brought on the 12 licensed Windows keys. Then each member it will be cost 1000 rupees also 12,000 is going to be expensive, right? As from their
Mm.
aspect it's a very expensive, right? So
Yeah.
based on your thing, for example, maybe your startup you run the show very well. Maybe after 1 2 years, you want to launch it instead of 12 members. Okay, you extend it to some 50 members. In that time, you are needing for the some sort of additional support. For example, I need a security also. I need a load balancing also. I need a more secure also. There is a kind of futures. Let it be you are working on some banking project, so your requirement is changing. Then you have a good enough of amount from the clients and all. You have a at least you can place the some effort for the your servers or whatever maybe. But initial stage, since it is related to payment, people are facing the little bit of issues. We're coming to the Unix. Unix also an operating system, whereas Unix will support you free of cost, whether Oracle, Linux, or any kind of flavors. Unix is having around 250 plus flavors we have.
Mm.
Just 250 flavors, like a Fedora. Most of the times in colleges and all, people are using the Ubuntu, Fedora,
Mm.
CentOS, okay, and Kali Linux. These are the different operating system. You no need to pay the amount. Okay, nothing but you can download,
Mm.
you can install it. For example, in the same scenario, you have a 12 members. Now your startup, you are install this software, you are running the show. After 1 year, you want to extend your things and all next level. In that time,
Mm.
for example, whenever I'm facing the any issue, for example, in the initial time, when you install any kind of the thing, you won't get a patches. For example, your mobile is there. Okay, maybe first 1 year or 2 years, you would have received the updates, right? What the
Mm.
updates will do? Updates will help you to enhance your services, security, and it will up to the market, right? Everything will be
Yeah.
fast. everything is a fast and security, and new features will come, and old features debugging mechanism will changing. So it will help you to speed up the mechanism, right? So coming to the free services, none of the person is providing the any kind of updates, right? Free
Mm.
services, none of the persons are providing the any updates. Nothing but you can use it. But if you want a services means you have to go with the pay, right? See, I'm having the one of the client in my regular company. Okay, in my client, there is one client will be there. His requirement is very simple. On top of VMware, he installed the Fedora operating system. So Fedora and Ubuntu. He is not having the subscription also. Subscription means he is not having the directly tie up with the operating system vendors like Ubuntu or Fedora, whatever may be. They're not doing the patching also. They are running the
Mm.
application like that only. If something is crashes, they are installing the new thing. If the client is ready for that one, well and good. But the one of the major thing is that what exactly I'm trying to say that is Windows we have to pay and get the services. But Unix you get the services. If you need additional services, you have to pay. That is the major difference. Unix and Windows. Okay. See both of them it's supporting the graphical user, both of them it is supporting the command line user. But the thing is that coming to the Unix perspective, command line is a primary,
Mm.
graphical user is a secondary. Whereas Windows will be graphical user is a primary, command line like a PowerShell is a secondary. Okay, so the differences will be showcasing that. Okay, what exactly the things will be happening here and there. Okay, this is the basic differences. Coming to the futures, the futures will be looking same thing only like a Windows how it is supporting
Right? Unix
multi-user.
open source.
It's a open source,
Okay.
multi-user, multitasking, portability, security, hierarchy, networking. Everything will be taken care of the Unix. You don't want to be provide for the some extra features, and moreover you will be handle some special features when compared to the Windows, like like LVM mechanism, okay, and a grub mechanism. Okay, there is some sort of the additional features which help you to your operating system should be live in different ways also. If one operating system corrupted also, do you have any knowledge on grub? Any have you heard grub? GRUB? Okay,
Okay.
so do you have a heard about grub? GRUB anytime?
Good. Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
Good. Bootloader.
Grub bootloader. So any idea what is that?
Yeah. Actually, once the user tries to log into the Unix system, it will go through all these phases. It will actually mount the root file system
Hmm.
temporarily, and it is used for
Yeah. So
doesn't
if you
exactly
want to
remember,
say
but it,
that generally grub is nothing but the same mechanism, but little bit of changes. For example, in normal way, for example, right now your Windows operating system version is 10.0. Okay. So that is your
mm,
current version. Let it be later on. Microsoft team created new version. Let it be 10.5. Okay. So now that you are going to migrate or upgrade 10.0 to 10.5. Okay, you install the patching, you done. Okay, so right now your operating system is running on which version? Once you upgraded 10.5 only, right? Not a
yeah.
10.0. Means only one version only live and running, not both. That is, have you observed that one? Any one version. Maybe instead of 10 version you install the 11 version means 11 only running, 10 version is going to be erased, right? That is the reason only,
Yes.
right? We are taking the backup and all, later on we are reinstalling the things and all.
Overwritten.
Yes, but the same feature coming to the Unix, we can install up to 6 lower versions. Means, for example, you have 11 version, you have a 10.5, 10, 9.5, 9, 8, 8.5, up to 6 version of OSs you can manage. This 6 version of OS holded by the your grub. Grub is a something like that. It's like a our junctions will be there, right? Like X junction, Y junction, something like that. It is a kind of
Mm.
junction where once the user is want to decided that you want to go with which version. Okay, 9.1. Okay, go and execute. Then your operating system, your drivers, your file system, everything will be loaded accordingly. Okay, for example, if the 9.0 version is you got a some issue due to the some of whatever may be the reason, maybe some package is missing or some issue with your operating system, your business will be down, right? For example, in Windows, 10.0 version is whatever your version using, it is corrupted. Immediately, what you will get it? Some blue screen, and it is asking to do the repair, right? But
Yeah.
let it be you are working on one banking domain. That is a first day, first month, salary time. Okay, if this is happening on the first day means the customer will be feeling happy. No, right? We can
Mm.
fix the issue later. First of all, we need to bring up the SBI application or whatever the financial application. We need to do the transfer. We need to complete our work. Maybe with a delay also not an issue. But I can fix the repair later on. You got my point, right?
Yeah.
First, don't go for the downtime. Don't fix it right away. We don't have a time right now. For example, today is the first. Everyone need to get the salary. If I go for the repairing of operating system, reinstalling of the things and all, maybe my banking hours will be completed. People will be regretted, right? So instead of that
Mm.
one, what I'm going to do it, I'm going with a lower version. Means instead of 10.0, I will go with a 9.0 or 9.5. I will brought up the application and I will brought up the services. I will complete the transfer and all. So let it be once everything is completed means non-business hours. I can plan it for the repair. So here user is happy, we also happy, everyone is happy, right? So that is the
Mm.
expectation. This feature will be primarily supported by the Unix operating system. This responsibility taken care by the grub.
Good job.
Okay, so
Like
grub,
if some OS is corrupted, we will switch to another lower version. We will perform the task and then switch back to the
yeah,
required one in the non-business hours.
correct. So means ultimately client is looking for what? The client is looking for the primarily everything should be perfectly running right. That is what we are
Yeah.
expectation. That is we can do it primarily. You can see that you are able to see my screen, right? This is the graph.
Yeah.
You can see that, right? Right now
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm
So
having
it is
only,
asking which version you want to
yeah,
run.
yeah. Since I'm having the only one version in my laptop, you could see that 6.12. Okay. For example,
Mm.
let it be you are having the different version also. It will list out you those versions also like next, 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 next. For example, I want to run with this one only means I'm going with this one. This is a something like that a junction. Okay. Usually
Mm.
in junction, what we will do it. Okay. Okay. You want to go with this path, go with this path. You want to go with the right turn, you go with the right turn. Reaching of your application is a primary and your completing of nature is a primary. Okay, that is what primarily we are looking. Okay, so here you can see that here. So now operating system is loaded. Now it is loading into the all the checkboxes. Okay,
Mm.
you got a point, right? This is feature is not there into the Windows.
This feature is not available in Windows.
Yeah, in Windows, what we are doing? We are going with the repairing only, right? Your
Yeah,
laptop,
direct.
your
We
laptop
can't
get
perform any action if the system
correct. If you
crashes.
get a blue screen means you have to take the break. That's it.
Correct, correct.
Whether the client is crying or scolding
No,
also, that is not your business.
we don't have any other option.
Okay. But coming to here, what I'm doing, at least I will bring up the services. Maybe lower version means a little bit of slow also. My work will be completing, right? At
Yeah.
least in bank, let it be you are a cashier position. You are saying that okay, server is a little bit of slow. Instead of 1 hour, it will take a 1 hour some 30 minutes. User can wait
Mm.
because he need, right? So that is the
Yes, yes.
reason operating system is a very primarily backup. It's a kind of backup plan. Here, Red Hat is by default prompting you to maintain minimum three lower versions from current version. Means
Mm-hmm.
n minus 4 or n minus 3 is a minimum recommendable. Okay, so
Okay.
like this, see like this, your operating system will be booted and your server will be booted. So that is one of the major feature into the Unix. And Unix is a one of the major additional one more feature is that. So maybe you have a little bit of LVM. LVM is a one
Yeah.
of the major thing. Dynamically, we can increase the resources. For example, the client is looking for expand the particular volume group 5 GB, 2 GB. Let it be. Most of the times you are aware of that, right? Week and time we are performing the some deployments. We are performing some kind of activities. What exactly will happen? You will get a memory issues. You will get a space issues, especially when
Mm.
you're dealing with a net backup, Oracle, or any kind of third-party devices. Immediately, what the people will ask you that, no, no, if it is going to be full means our deployment will going to be failed. Can you increase it immediately? It is a production impact.
Yeah.
If it's a Windows means, what we can do it. For example, if you are using the Windows means, maybe if you have the capacity means we can go for the extend. But extending other things and all will majorly some sort of the issues will be happening. Maybe it will prompt you for reboot because your device in usable state. When the device in usable state, it won't allow you to perform the things dynamically. First, you need to free up the device. You need to extend. If you need a better services, you need to go for the reboot. But LVM is a promptingly we can help you that you can perform without reboot. Okay, that is one of the major advantages into the Unix mechanism. Okay,
Mm.
so these are the live, these are the which are the we experience in day to day of our life. Okay, so that is one of the major things. And have you seen that Unix any antivirus is installed? Any by any chance?
No.
Very
No.
rarely in my career, I work for the AT&T Bell Laboratories client only. Okay, in my last company, there is some sort of the clients, at least for the namesake. Okay, they are installing. Okay, very rarely. But out of 100, very 2 to 3% only people are using those things. Okay, that is one of the add-on, right? 1 rupee is benefit in your pocket means that is come as a profit only, right? Okay,
In Unix, we will be just doing the patching, right,
yeah,
to fix the issues and
securities,
vulnerabilities.
everything. Unix will be directly hitting to the, your operating system. Means it will affecting your infrastructure. It's like our immunity power. Okay, for example, you are getting the cold and cough. Instead of giving the tablet, what it is saying, okay, increase your immunity, everything will be dissolved, right?
Mm.
That is a kind of the nature is Unix. But the what exactly the other things and all people are doing? Okay, you have a cold, right? Take the cold one. You have a cough, right? Take the cough syrup. Means that is a fixing for that purpose. And moreover, antivirus is a not a free, right? We have
Yeah.
to pay some amount. If the going for the premium amount means 2,000, 3,000, 4,000, 5,000, something you need to pay. That is for the
Mm.
individual user. When coming to the server wise, the rates will be different. For example, let it be if you take the SBI Bank only. SBI Bank is having let it be 2,000 branch offices. Every branch is having the sometime laptops. Entire laptops they are spending 1 rupee also. When coming to the cumulative, that is a very big amount only, right?
Mm.
So that is the reason instead of spending, why can't we control with the existing features only? That is what the method. Unix will support. Means
mm,
enhance your immunity power, everything will be sorted out, right? Next day you don't bother about this thing. And one of the major thing is that, as we said earlier, Windows is majorly knowledge is not needed. Means your brain is not needed sometimes. Your eyes is more than enough, your hands is more than enough to complete your work. Right? For example, you want to install one VLCC player, you want to install one WhatsApp application in your laptop. So what you will do? You will browse it, you are going next, 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 and you are not reading anything, you are installing.
yes,
But the same thing I said, you right, okay, Ashwini, can you please install this particular HTTP package into this server in Unix server?
mm,
Obviously, your mind it will come, I haven't installed, or I don't know how to install. Okay,
mm,
and what are the commands I need to, I don't know. For example, maybe you go with a blindly, just simply some install HTTP. Your operating system will accept. No, right?
no,
Our operating
no,
system act like a, in our houses there is a one like elder persons will be there, right? Like a grandma,
mm,
grandfather, something. Okay, they will
mm,
follow the strict rules. Means, okay, you have to do this one only. You have to do this one only. Then only you need to come and have a breakfast. You have to complete your bathing. Then only you have to come for the breakfast. Means they will follow the strict rules. In the same way, here also what it will do, the kernel is a one of the operating system. It's like a our grandmother, grandfather's time. Okay, it won't
mm,
it won't think of that what you are doing and all. They are expecting that follow the procedure. Okay, nothing but give the clear command, then I will validate, then I will give you the answer. Means, for example, you complete your path, you complete your puja, then you can come back. Everything is, if I see everything is perfect, means I will place you the breakfast. Means the validation, execution, and performance, everything will be under the control of kernel.
kernel.
Okay, so these are the things will make you the problematic to the hackers. Any cases when someone is hacking something, someone is hacking something, okay, some hackers are taking the websites and all. Most of the times, those websites are Windows based, like a log4j. That is one of the bug. That is the most of the cases. Windows is a very easily we can hack it. Small example, you can inject the pen drive, you can copy the data, right?
Mm,
Okay,
mm,
but the same thing if you want to perform from the Unix means, first of all, you need to make aware of that that device is a part of your body, right? First, you need to
mm,
make your agree, your grandmother or grandfather, okay, something stating like that. This person is a part of our body. Today, he will stay in our home only. Okay, they are our
mm,
guest. First, you need to convince them. Then only they will open the door. That is a problematic situation into the Unix. Means inbuilt mechanism of security is established here. Here, eyes and hands only not needed, mind also need. Means if you want to install any application means not a next button, double click button, you need to make sure install by using some of the commands like a yum install, rpm
mm,
or some apt or whatever it may be. The each and everything should be clearly there. If everything validated, then only you will get a breakfast. That is the
mm.
mechanism into the Unix. You got a point, right? Small,
Yeah.
small things only, but the changes are very different, right? So that is the reason here antivirus is not a mandatory. Antivirus, why it will come into the picture? If you are allowing someone, then only the problem will be coming to the picture, right? But
Mm-hmm.
when as Unix is not allowing itself, if allowing also, it is expecting that person is need to have ID card, the person is need to have a
Mm,
proper location, everything should be genuine, validation need to be passed. This set of pre-existing rules they are establishing. That will make you the noise over there and it is not installing.
mm,
Okay, so that is a major problematic thing. And apart from that, whatever the other services are providing, like a multi-user, multitasking, portability, security, and it's a free of cost, right? It's a free of cost, no
mm,
need to pay the amount. If you are looking for the any kind of support, then only you can pay the amount. For example, you are seeing the YouTube. YouTube is a free. Okay, if you want to watch the any video and all, you can freely you can watch it. But there is some sort of issues will come, like number of ads will come. Sometimes, okay, there is some kind of ad count also increase. Okay, I don't want to be ads. Then what you are going that you are paying some amount, you are skipping the ad, right? That's the same
Yeah.
way here also you are going. You don't want any disturbances means okay, go on here. Here it is providing the services. Maybe what exactly is here lagging? You want to get a patches. You want to get a patches. Except that everything is a fine only. Okay, so that is the
Mm.
major thing. And Unix and Linux. Unix is a one of the major flavor. Linux, IBM AX, CentOS, Kali Linux, Fedora, IBM Unix, okay, and Fedora, CentOS, everything. These all are the flavors of Unix. Means
Unix.
Unix is a kind of the master. These all are specific to the vendor. Linux is a part of the Red Hat. Red Hat team they taken the code of the Unix, they done the some of the modification, and they done the some of additional features. They raise the patent rights for their product. For example, if I want to use the Red Hat Linux, I need to pay to Red Hat team only, not a CentOS team. You got a point,
Mm.
right? If I want to use the
Yeah.
CentOS operating system, it's same thing. Like the same case only, right? You need Amazon Prime services means you are paying the amount to the Amazon team only, right? Not a Netflix team.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
If you pay the amount for the Amazon team only, Amazon services, you will get it. Okay. That's the same way here also. The things will be happening in a prompting way.
Mm.
Okay. So Unix and the Linux are the flavors of operating system. So obviously these are the number of distribution we have: Sun Solaris, HP Unix, Oracle Linux, IBM AX. Okay. So
Mm.
basically when you go into the operating system, file system architecture level, maybe you would have seen, right? OS devices, non-OS device. What are the OS devices? Like where, boot, where, okay, some of the operating system. For example, DFFNH. You can see that which are the file system. Okay, majorly this is the root file system. Okay, so this is the root file system. This is the root file system means it is the operating system related file system. There is a file systems which is maybe we add that is not a part of the OS related. Those type of the things will be the non-OS related things. Means two types of the architecture will be there: OS related, non-OS related. OS related means which is by default it will come. For example, you are using the Windows environment. C drive is by default it is creating, right?
Yeah.
D drive, E drive, F drive, these are the non-root file systems. Means it is not a part of operating system. Maybe you are using for the user related file system. In the same way, for example, you have a Oracle databases. You people are creating slash Ora. You have a backup slash backup. You have a NFS slash NFS. You have Apache. Maybe you created slash Apache. Those are the purposefully you are creating for your purpose only, right?
Mm.
So those are the file system mechanism. So boot block is something nothing but your file system entire information will be there. Okay. For example, this file system, how much of data is there, where it is started, full-fledged information. Block is nothing but consisting of full-fledged of metadata, where the data is storing, where the data is copying, what are the purpose of the things and all. Okay, what is the starting point, what is the ending point and all. Inode is a nothing but directory structure. For example, in one directory you will be having the some minimum subdirectories will be there, right? The architecture of from the parent to child, child to parent, everything, the linking mechanism, everything will be loaded into the inode. Data blocks is a nothing but where the data will be loading, the where the data will be loading into the server. Okay, so let me see here. Basically these are the basic fundamentals of kernel is nothing but your
Just
operate.
one thing.
Yeah, yeah.
So you said OS related files and non-OS files,
Mm,
right? So
mm.
OS means the files which are created
By
already, which
default.
are by
By
default.
default. Yeah,
Non-OS means the files which user has created, right?
correct. Yes, like a
For
C
their
drive, D
purpose.
drive. Yes. For example, OS related files means the file systems which are created by the default. Nothing but, for example, you created the server. Okay, at the time of let it be Windows Server only you are created. When you install the Windows operating system, by default C drive will be come up into the picture. But you haven't defined anywhere C drive I need to create it, right? It will
Yeah,
keep
yeah,
by
it is by
default.
default. Once
Default.
OS is installed, it will be there.
Yeah, not only that one. For example, you are installing the one application in Windows Player, in Windows Server. Automatically, where it is taking C drive only. Have you
Hmm.
informed that the C drive is a by default and you need to go to the C drive? No, right?
No.
Then how it is taking that is inbuilt mechanism of your operating system. It's saying that C drive is only for the configuration changes and you have to take the by default, right? So that is the way. Non-OS means what? For example, C drive we are using for the only configuration changes. Non-OS means, for example, you are installing the you are storing of, for example, your personal data, your office data, okay, your reading books or some other data, your film information you are storing in another disk like a DEF something. Your hard disk you created into the multiple number of parts and you are installing. This is the way how you are managing the data, right? But
Hmm.
OS related, it is not under our control. It is by default, it will be happening. Non-OS related means which is related to the user level. We can build it, we can map it, and we can create it our own way. Right? That is the difference between OS and non-OS. Okay. Simply saying that most of the times, maybe you would have seen, right? Any one of the you will get alert for one of the file system is full. Let it be Oracle file system slash ORA device is full. ORA, RO data or something, whatever maybe the Oracle data. Immediately, that is a not a OS related. It is related to the application. Application means who's the responsibility? Application team only, right?
Application team.
Because,
Yeah.
for example, let it be C drive is my data, D drive is okay, let it be assigned to you. Okay, I got an alert stating that D drive is full. So before I'm taking the any kind of action, housekeeping of activities, first of all, whom I need to ask? I need to ask to the responsible point of contact. Okay, Ashwini, we got this alert. Okay, stating that file system is full. Maybe you need of this data, or can we clean up the data, or can we perform some housekeeping? What we can do it. This type of the interaction, how we can perform by using the interaction only, right? That is
Yeah.
what we are going to perform by using the OS related, non-OS related. Okay.
Hmm.
So any doubts, ma, till now?
No, no.
Okay. You basically understand, right? What is a OS, what is non-OS, and the Unix and the
Yeah.
basic fundamentals. Okay. So here there is a kind of terminologies will be there. Kernel is a nothing but it is a kind of full-fledged control of operating system, entire
Hmm.
resources, management, everything. Shell is a nothing but it is a control of mechanism of your operating system where the data will be storing. File system is your data mechanism. Package
Hmm.
management means like upgrades, like installation, software management, everything. Okay. So and moreover, the fundamental thing is that in Unix we are not using the caps locks. Everything case sensitive.
Hmm.
Okay, that is the primary thing we need to keep in the mind. None of the cases we are not using caps lock. Maybe it's at the time of kill command or some of the stages only we are using the cap lock for one or two times only. Out of 100, 1% only, not more than that. Okay,
Okay.
so these are the fundamentals of your operating system. Okay, so
Okay.
I will tell you that first of all, how to install the operating system. Maybe this will help you out to do that. Okay, so this document will help you out. If you want to place the practical purpose means, first of all, we need to have this VMware console. This
Okay.
VMware we need to download. From where to download? VMware we need to download from the official website. It's a free of the cost. Okay, that official website is broad.com. Okay, Broadcom
Okay.
is one of the official website. You can log in. Okay, go to the downloads, click on the free, select the
Mm.
VMware workstation, whatever the workstation. It is
Mm-hmm.
everything. Select and download, and as
Mm.
usual, next, 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 next. Okay, how to
Mm-hmm.
do it means like that. Once you log into the page, you will get the page like this one. Okay, you will see the latest version. You have to go to the my downloads. Okay, you have to go to the my downloads. VMware workstation, it will be listed out. You can download. You have to click on agree. You have to download, and automatically it will be download. You have to install. So how you are installing means that the same way. Next, next,
Okay.
next. So your installation, once you install means you will see the image will be like this. Okay, the app will be like this, and in your desktop also you will see this represents. Okay, once this is
Okay.
installed means you need to have a secondary thing, operating system. Operating system where we can download means this is the place. Just browse it m.oracle.com, Oracle Linux, ISO Linux. So here, this is the website is there already. Details, go to this website, select the anything, any type of operating system. Okay. So just for example, you select the 9 version. Let it be, I will show you that one.
So this is different Oracle Linux. Both are different tools. You're saying right, Anna?
Both are same only.
So,
This is earlier it was a
VMware.
ah
Okay.
VMware is a nothing but infrastructure. This is
Okay.
infrastructure. Okay, for example, why we are using the VMware, I will tell you. The concept is that the basic fundamental of VMware, okay, what you are doing right now, your Windows operating system laptop, you are trying to create a multiple servers. That is, if you can see that here, on my Windows laptop, I created one, two, three, four, five servers I created. Okay,
Mm.
none of them are Windows. Okay, if I want means I can use the Windows. So most of them are having Ubuntu, Fedora, different operating system. Means on one physical layer, you are creating number of virtual layers, right? That is we are calling as virtualization. Okay. For example, if you want to say that independent house will be there, apartment will be there. What independent
Mm.
house will be do? Existing land, they are creating some spaces and they are creating peacefully. Okay.
Mm.
But only one house will be there. What is apartment will be there? In existing then they are creating the multiple layers like ground floor, first floor, second floor, third floor. Number of floors will be creating. Every
Mm.
floor will be different features will be there. Okay. So like that, this VMware is a nothing but virtualization. It is not physically we can able to do that, but
Mm.
virtually we divided and means for example you are part of ground floor, another person is a ground part of fourth floor. It is a virtual divide. Okay, but whereas independent house means it's a physically existed, right? That is the way the difference, right? um, Independent house and apartments, right? It is
Yes.
we are adopting in air. Okay, it is not, it is there, but we are able to stay, but it is not into the independent house. It's a kind of little bit of features will be there. So my
Mm.
concept is that existing hardware I am creating number of softwares. Why I am creating, I will tell you later on. Okay, the fundamental is that existing software only I'm creating a number of softwares. Every software, for example, you must hear of GoDaddy, right? GoDaddy, controllers, some companies are there. When you're going for
Mm-hmm.
the hosting mechanism, for example, you started the one startup company. That startup company, you maybe you install your domain, you install your operating systems, maybe you need some space. What you are going to do it, you are going to purchased some space, right? Let it be, I
Mm.
need a 2 TB. The 2 TB means how they are providing means they are creating like this. One small server type they are creating, they will assign to you. That server will be one physical chunk portion into the one physical server. In one physical server, they created a multiple logical servers or chunks. One chunk they will assign to you. Okay, and we thought of that is a dedicated for us only. But reality is that is a shared mechanism.
Mm.
You got my point, right?
Yeah,
Means
yeah.
apartment we thought of that it is dedicated. It's not ours only, right? For example, independent our house means whoever will be person staying, that will be they are only the owners, right?
Correct.
But coming to the apartment, what will be? Let it be your apartment having some 20 flats. All 20 owners are become a owners only, right? That is the
Yeah,
same
yeah.
case. Nothing but in one physical land, we are creating the 20 apartments. I mean 20 individual houses. But whereas when coming to the physical house, when you're going with independent house, in one physical land, we are creating only one house. That is a
Yeah.
dedicated and a shared mechanism. You got my point,
Mm.
right? Dedicated
Yeah.
means that land is dedicatedly serving to you only. Whether
Mm.
you can stay one member, you can stay 100 members, only limited space, limited capacity. But coming to the apartment, same space, 20 families can stay together within a existing environment. Okay, so that is the
Mm.
future of apartments. Okay, so that is the
Okay.
reason. So now what we are going to do here, we are creating the virtual environment. Virtual environment we are creating into the our services. To adopt that one, we need a VMware. Okay, I will tell you in detail about the VMware. Okay, so
Mm.
what you need to do means, okay, go to this site. Okay, when you come down, you can see that number of the things. One is that x86 architecture. Okay, maybe you can see that AARCH architecture.
Mm.
x86 architecture means it's a full-fledged copy of operating system ISO image. Okay, means without internet also you can run the show. Where
Mm-hmm.
AARCH architecture means, okay, the image will be less. It will be always sync up with your operating system, means your internet. For example, Amazon.com, Netflix.com. These are the application without internet can't we cannot run the show, right? With
Mm.
internet only it will be working. Means your in your TV, whenever you are browsing some movie, that movie is buffering from the through internet from the source. Okay, source some
Mm.
server will be there. It will connecting, establishing the connection by using your credentials. From there, the data is transforming from the source to destination. Destination is your TV. Okay,
Mm.
means the data transmission is happening through the internet based. Okay, so this is ARCH only used for some sort of very rare conditions, especially a Docker, Kubernetes, or some sort of the very rare situations. But in generally, we are establishing x86 architecture. We want to run the without internet based because most of the production servers it will be running without internet only. Internet won't be there. Okay,
Mm.
so don't go for the latest version because the latest version capacity also increasing more. Go for the
Okay.
maybe less than -2 -3. Let it be 9.5 or 9. Just click on that one. Automatically it will download. Okay, the operating
Okay.
system will be automatically download. So once you download, you will get the image, ISO image. Once you get
Mm.
the image, how to create operating system is just click on this one, create a new virtual machine. Just next, select the image wherever it is located. Okay, whatever the image, you will get an image like this. Okay, like a R9
Mm.
or something. Select this one, everything that is there in document. Okay, next, you can keep it
Okay.
something name, whatever the name it is. Okay,
Mm.
just next, make sure it should be minimum 20 only. That is a default value. No need to change. Okay, next. So these are the things it is creating, and here none of the things
Mm.
we are not define anything. It is taken by the operating system only by default. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
finish. So automatically it will complete everything. It will take you minimum 10 to 15 minutes of the time to complete the process. Okay, so entire installation it will take you the time. Okay, so for example, it will take you to install all the operating system and everything. So once
Okay.
everything fine, you will get images like this.
Okay.
Okay, here it is a graphical, it is not a graphical user to me. I purposefully make it as a command line. Maybe you people will get a graphical user. Okay,
Okay.
so first install the things. So everything is here documented. Okay, so
Mm.
how to select, how to install. Okay, so which one, everything is there. Okay, we need
Okay.
to give the credentials here. Maybe you can give the root, go for the password like 123456 something, because password is very important here. Maybe if you forgot means break fixing is very tough here. So that is we need to be very careful. Okay, so
Password, I have to carefully set. That's what you
yes,
said, right? And
yes, just always go with the simple passwords. Okay, like a 123456 or something. Don't go with like a numerical those combinations,
uh-huh.
because at the time of executing sometimes I said you right, it is sometimes won't take you the copy paste and all, that will make you the problematic. Okay,
Okay. Okay.
so
Combination of alphabets and numeric cases
yeah,
and special cases.
no need of that one here just give the 123456 something. See, once you're done you will get like
Just
this.
numbers it will accept,
Yes,
right?
numbers it will take. Okay, one two three
Okay.
four
Okay.
five six something till 1 to 8 or something. Okay, see,
Okay.
once you initiated you will get like this. It will take you the some 15 minutes or 20 minutes of the time to complete the number of things. Okay, so once it
Yeah.
is a completed means your operating system will be loading. Here nothing is we are performing anything, it is taken care by the operating system automatically.
Okay.
So yeah, let's see the one thing, next step will come, I will show you that one, then you can install yourself. Then that is if you face any issues just do let me know. Okay, I will share you the
Okay.
reference, this video and another
So
video
this
also.
document you have already shared with me, right?
Ah, I shared you the document reference, right? You will see here.
You have emailed me, right? The
No, no, no,
same.
not mailed. I given access to you to the your mail ID. Let me see that whether your mail ID. I think I given access to the Mahesh or some. So you have access for this Linux admin?
Yeah.
Here only. Go to the basics.
Basics. Okay.
In basics, you will see the document. VMware installation.
Email installation. Okay.
Okay. You can see that my screen, right? He will ask you
Yeah.
the take the English. You are able to see my screen, right? This step alone,
Yes. Yes.
don't go for the user creation. Just click on the user password. Just give
Mm.
the 1 2 3 4 5 6. Okay. Simple password. Whatever it
Okay.
may be. No need to click on the lock. Just click on allow. This one
Okay.
is enough. Okay. Done. Then installation. Here no need to do any changes. Just click on add on. Okay.
Mm.
Then begin installation. So this begin installation will take you to some sort of the time, at least some 15 minutes of the time to complete. Once it is complete, it will prompt you to reboot. Once it's a rebooted means you people are able to get this image. Okay.
Okay.
So just try it. Okay. Install the things. Okay. Then I can
Okay.
help you out with the what is the next way of performing the things. Okay. I
Okay.